Another Monday morning, and I have got 3 short runs set up, and the first 2 I can do pretty efficiently if I wanted, and be back home tomorrow probably about 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving the house now. Well, when I've got a trailer hooked on, I'm parked down here close to the house at this little store, but so I've got to drop this trailer and pick up another loaded trailer, and I can do the first 2 and be back home tomorrow by 11, but the third one I can't pick up until Wednesday morning, so probably just skip coming to the house, pick that one up as soon as I can and deliver it, and that's probably going to be it for the rest of the week. I don't know, we'll see. Still kind of a holiday week. New Year's coming up. Can't really take any long trips because we've got plans. So we'll see. Always turn your air on and check before you leave. Not only is that unsafe, but you definitely don't want them to inspect that when that's happening. Let's figure out what that is. So easy fix, but it's not really fixed. Unfortunately, not all Glad Hand seals are made exactly the same, and this was just a case of reseating this Glad Hand because this has a different seal, a size seal here than here. Just something to watch out for. Came back here to check my tag there, and they've got the doors closed, but none of the latches on the top are actually latched. I don't know if you can tell, the doors are completely open on the top. So they're gonna have to take this tag off of here, this seal, and actually close the doors. So I almost forgot to do my weekly numbers, and it was a short week. I left the house Monday about 9 a.m. and got back Wednesday evening. But then I had to run and take my trailer back Thursday morning, which only took a couple of hours. So in total, for the whole week, I only worked a total of 31.5 hours. So really a pretty short week. Not as short as the week before, but it was a nice little week. I did a total of 5 runs, 5 just real short runs that paid, all of them paid pretty good. Total gross was $4,325, and that included about 1,380 miles, for a total of about $313 a mile, which, you know, for those short runs, that's not great, but there was a lot of, in that 1,380 miles, almost half of that was deadhead miles. So real short runs, but the way I was working it was I was able to use this trailer if I wanted to take a load back, and I only did that on one occasion. Otherwise I just deadheaded back just a little over 100 miles just to pick up another trailer, if that makes sense. So it's hard, you know, these runs I was doing, they're a total of about a little over 120 miles. Pick up an empty or a loaded trailer, go do a live unload, and then either try to find a load that I could pick up and drop that same day and get back to pick up the next load the next day. That was just hard to do. It worked out one day where it was just perfect. I had a deadhead about 30-40 miles, and I got a run going straight back to where I was coming from. So was able to double up on it one day. But most of those miles were not quite half were deadhead, but a lot of those miles were deadhead. So if you consider that, that 313 a mile looks a whole lot better. But otherwise, those short runs should pay a lot more per mile. But I got very lucky on all the runs except for one. They were doing these live loads or live unloads. You just never know how long it's going to take these shippers and receivers to unload you. But I picked up a loaded trailer and was able to do these live unloads in about 30 or 40 minutes because I got there way before they opened and was sitting there waiting to be the first in line. On one occasion, the load that I got coming back on one of these, loaded with 5 pallets, and these pallets weighed about 3,000 pounds a piece of some kind of grout. Got to the receiver, and they didn't have a dock, and the guy had no idea how he was going to get the stuff off my truck. So in the effort to just save time and get out of there, I told him to load up. He had a little hand dolly. I told him to load one of those up on the truck with his forklift, and it was quite a task because the trailer was parked at an angle, and so I was pulling these 3,000 pound pallets all the way to the back of the truck on this little dolly. Not fun, but some good exercise. So for the entire week, including all my deadhead miles, time, my unloading times, everything, I made about $137 an hour. So a pretty good week. After I paid for fuel, my load boards, and insurance, and a few other things, I netted about $3,200 for the last week. So, like I said, short week, easy week, but it was still a holiday week, so not bad. So it's the new year, and one of my resolutions I've already started on, and that's to spend even more time with my family. I don't know if you guys can read it. I wrote New Year's resolutions back there, and the big New Year's resolution for everybody is to probably lose weight and get in better shape. And for me, that's the same thing as everybody else. But I want to spend more time with my family, get more involved. And one of the ways I did that was took them camping. And so, the kids still brought their phones and their games, but we did more stuff together, fishing and walking around and looking at stuff. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's and are able to follow through on your New Year's resolutions. And mine, this is, let's see, what day is it? Is it the 3rd? No, it's the 2nd. And dropped my truck off for some repairs on Friday. Found a new mechanic here in town. Not as busy as all the other ones. Doesn't charge as much, so we'll see how he works out. But he got my truck finished yesterday on a Saturday. Going to pick it up today sometime, and I'm looking for a load. Probably going to do a long out and back for this next week to get the month started off good, because these past 3 weeks I've been taking it really easy. So we'll see how that goes. And Happy New Year's to all of you guys, and thanks for watching.